guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be actually showing you how to inset or inlay your wax strips into your frames. Alright, so we've already cut the strips of wax as you saw in the earlier bit. This is what we've cut them to, and I've also got here, you can't see the table yet, but I've also got this broad piece, the actual full sheet of wax. Now I'm going to be showing you exactly how I actually do this to save money and save time, and it's just way easier doing this method, installing your wax sheet strips into your frames. Obviously clean frames, you don't want to do that with a frame full of wax in the groove, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to actually get it right. It will fall out and just be a real pain. First of all, obviously what we're going to use to make it very simple, very easy, is just your general battery, where your gate motor, something small, this is just the normal 12 volt battery. It's all you need. And then also just crocodile clips. This is all you really need for your system to set your wax into your frame. Alright, so the reason why I said the strips for the brood and the super frames is because firstly it's economical, it saves you cash. Let me give you a physical example of why I still recommend only the strips as opposed to the sheet. Don't get me wrong, if you have enough money, I recommend getting the full sheet for the brood frame, but if you can't and you want to make your money go further, then the strips will be just as fine. Let me show you why. Now this frame only had a top strip. This is all it had. It literally only had this top strip here on the top. And these bees built this thing up amazingly. So, you know, it just shows you that although the full brood sheet is good, the wax strips will be just fine. And on this exact frame, you can actually see a couple of, you know, pieces of where they were starting to make queen cells. Over here, we can see the queen cells coming out. Yeah, this is why I recommend, you know, if you want to make your money go further than just buying one sheet per frame, you can do the strips. It works just as well. You know, if you're doing it for a hobby, it's okay. It's really enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you now actually myself setting up this battery with the cables and actually putting in this wax. I've actually got an example to show you. Here's one that I did earlier just to test again, and it works marvelously. I mean, there you can see that's not going to go anywhere. It's perfectly in the groove. I've put the wax there, I've heated the wire with the battery, and it literally melts instantly, so you have to be very careful not to do it too long, and it actually gives your frame a perfect sitting. Alright, so coming back down here now, you're going to see me just set up the battery quickly. So here's the battery, and I'm going to just go ahead and put these clamps on. Yes, I like to keep color coded, so red onto red, and I just keep green onto black. That way I know which one's which. And let me just get my frame lined up here. So I'm first showing you the one with the super, with the strip, and then I will also show you after this the one with the brood and the full brood sheet, and how easy this actually is. Alright, this frame seems to be quite tight with the wax, which is not a bad thing. It just means it'll hold it more. Don't want to press too hard in case I damage the wax. Alright, so there we can see the wax is through there. We have the wire on the one side and the wax down on the other. Now with this system, just to get this, you know, to work, it's really simple. All you need to do is you need to clamp down the one end of the crocodile clip on the other side of the wire, and then all you do then is you just touch the other side of the wire, and you just press a little bit of pressure down on the wax. But you've got to be very careful with this. So you got to be very quick. You have to be very quick because it's really quick. There we go. I can feel it getting hot already. That's how it's set. You know, a little starter piece like this is more than enough for the bees. Alright, so now you're going to see me doing it this side. I'm just going to touch. I'm literally just touching it. Just touch lightly, just so it can get hot and you can feel it gets, you know, fall through. There we go. There we go. Done. We are done. So now, if you can see there, it's actually come through. It's actually gone through the wax all along. And I just literally was just tapping. Look there. So here you can see now I've just did this one. And that's a bigger piece onto a new super frame. That's not going anywhere. The bees can build beautifully on that. they'll make sure that that is all, you know, secure in that inside there, and then they'll be ready to build into that perfectly. Alright, so we've done the brood, the super. I'm going to now go ahead and show you the brood piece, so you can see what that is like. Here's the brood sheet. I've got the full piece. Now I'm going to show you what this one looks like getting installed. This is exactly the same process. The only difference now is you've got to do more than one wire to make sure that the piece gets really set in nicely. So let me just go ahead here and stick this piece in quickly. Alright, so now that we have our sheet inside the actual brood frame, now I'm going to show you what this one looks like in setting this one. It's going to be very much similar to the super, but this one is just a little more steps because now there's four wires that we need to set. So I'm going to be doing that with this one now as well. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Very simple, same process. You got your battery there, and you got your crocodile clamps on either one, and same process. You just clamp the one on the other. Let me do the green ones closer. So let me do this one up top here. I'm going to be doing the first wire. So let me go ahead and grab the first one here, and yeah, let's get tapping. So like I said, gentle pressure, not too much. You just want to tap, tap, tap to make sure that it goes in. Just like that, that gave me a fright. Alright, that side's in. Let me switch sides, and then that one there. And then same process over here. Let me bring this down a bit so you can see. We're just going to touch that just so that it can melt with a little bit of pressure onto it, just so that you know it can go in. There we go. Done. Alright, so the first one's set. So here is this clamp going back on here, and then I will touch this side again gently, just to make sure. Again, just touching gently, nothing too crazy. Alright, that side looks like it's come through. So let me take that off and string it around and have a look quickly. Yeah, there we go. It's come through very nicely. Don't know if you can see there on the bottom frame over here. It's come through very nicely. Now I'm going to just do it again on the other side. So I need to do it this side. Alright, same process, nothing too crazy on the last one. And then I'm going to tap, tap, tap this side on this end to make sure that it goes soft and that it can actually melt into the oops. Ooh, there we go. There we go, wonderful. Take it all the way through. Awesome, so let's have a look now. Let's have a look to see. The one on the base is set. As you can see, it's not coming off. It's not flapping around like it did. And that's because it's set. There we go. Now we're just going to set the others. And you can see very nicely right over here. All along here. It's set very nicely. Same process. Let's do the others. Let me go ahead and put this on the second last strand of wire. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap this side. Let's have a look here. Again, little pressure, nothing too crazy. There we go, waxes through. You can actually see the line it creates when the wax comes through onto the other side. Let me go ahead and take this side off. And the same process. Clamp on the second last one. That actually looks like it's gone all the way through it already. I don't actually even need to do that side. There we go, I can see it coming through. There we go, there we go, there we go. All the way through, wonderful. Right, let's now do the last one on top. So I can see that one hasn't been done properly. Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And that's it. Done. As easy as that. There you can see it came through a little bit, but there's your strands embedded in the wax for a perfect set. Alright, so that's all I really wanted to show you guys today in this episode is, how simple it is to actually inlay the wax. Like I say, we do it all ourselves. The process can be quite tedious. It's, the same process here and there, but you got to be careful not to make the wire too hot. Otherwise your wax will fall right through and you kind of wasted that sheet, and we don't want that. So be very careful, don't make it too hot, be very quick with touching on the terminals, and that way your wax will set just right and it won't be too hot. So yeah, that's what I as I said, really wanted to show you guys today. Here's our beautiful piece just as a recap. Setting the wax onto the frames, a cheap and effective way. All you need is your, again, 12-volt battery, and then your 2 crocodile clips, one on either end, attaching to the negative and positive on the battery. You touch the same wire, and you just tap the one end very lightly just to make sure the wire gets hot, it melts the wax on, and you're set. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you. Plus it's free, and we would love to see you guys along our journey on the Wilson's Apiary Adventures. Let's get buzzing.